I think Marian was able to see the art of possible because she has a particular mindset and creative genius.
If she can dream it in her mind, she can make it so.
In Marian's mind, we can do anything.
What Marian did was turn those creative sparks into groundbreaking innovations.
If you look through all of that, you see threads of how do you make this as beneficially useful to people everywhere.
I think Mom's core focus in her work is about extending access to those who don't have it naturally.
I want the next generation to believe that the way things are does not have to be the way things will be.
Let me tell you about the famous chemistry set story. I remember growing up, Susie and I kind of like dolls. Marian kind of wanted different types of toys and things to expand on her curiosity and her experimental ways. So my dad got her this chemistry set, and whatever she did resulted in a small fire. Didn't burn the house down, but it did some damage.
I remember that so vividly, but my father said, don't worry about it, just tell me what happened, and next time, don't try to hide it.
And I'm like, the next time, take that chemistry set away from her. But no, he was very encouraging and very nurturing, and trying to help her actually to figure out what went wrong.
He would always encourage me to ask why, and I did ask lots of questions. So my sense of curiosity, my sense of self, I have to attribute that mostly to my father for what I've done with my life.
From the very beginning, family was the foundation. To the world, she's Marian Croak, holder of more than 200 patents, a pioneer shaping the future of AI. But to us, she's just Mom.
When I was trying to work on some of my inventions, I would work with my kids on trying to just do something creatively, something that would just loosen up my brain muscles so that I could think in different ways and see things in different ways. And now with my grandchildren, I'm going through that renaissance again.
Mom didn't just teach us what to think. She taught us how to wonder and how to trust our instincts, how to lead with integrity. Those lessons, they'll be passed down for generations. They're more than just teachings. They're our legacy.
Now, is there a moment or story about Marian that has really stayed with you over the years?
I've known Marian since probably the mid-'80s. Marian and I worked together on many transformations at Bell Labs. What stands out about the culture of Bell Labs was the animated hallway conversations, the technical debates, and the sparks of creativity that were constantly in the air. And what I remember was Marian being at the center of these raucous team meetings, leading things, directing them. What Marian did through her leadership and invention was figure out how to help people communicate with each other in ways they had never thought of.
Believe it or not, Marian Croak laid the foundation for many of the things that we just take for granted today. Things like voice over internet protocol. When you get on your video call at home, you have Marian Croak in part to thank.
Now we're all on Zoom, we're all FaceTiming and thinking about her contributions there. Mom is on the patent for voice over IP, particularly during COVID, during the pandemic, being able to still connect over the internet. Mom's really core focus in her work is about extending access to those who don't have it.
I remember as a kid, Katrina hit. And I remember sitting on the couch with her, and she was just looking at the TV, and all these people were just displaced. She said, how can we help these people? That's when she thought of Text to Donate.
Text to Donate
in the context of Katrina, when this technology was developed, was so critical because people needed access and they needed it immediately. The needs were emerging so fast, and they just cut through the red tape to be able to have this technology delivered and those funds delivered to the folks that needed it.
How many people have looked at a problem and then been bold enough to say, I can solve it? Whoa, not just solve it at scale. To say, I can create a tool that everybody in the whole world can use to make the world a better place. We all have ideas, but it takes a special person to make good on those ideas, to see them through. A patent is evidence that she both thinks and she acts.
If you think about some of Marian's original work at Bell Labs, where she was managing all these researchers, she's one who also encouraged, for example, people at Bell Labs and at&t to transition to TCP. If you look at what TCP/IP protocols are about, they're about opening up communication systems. If you look through all of that, you see threads of questions about how you build for everyone. How do we bring this technology when people are in moments of need or in moments of crisis?
How can we take technology as a conduit for the better of humanity and social good? A lot of her work is really about how to work on this conjunction of deep technology with the objective of actually have good societal impact.
I believe Marian's first approach is, what do the people need? The humanity. The second thought is the purpose. And then the third thought is, how do we accelerate it, enhance it, and optimize with technology?
Okay, so we're going to now kind of shift our perspective and share a video with you.
I met Marian on my Google interview panel. I was super excited to see her. Because in this field, you really don't see a lot of women of color. I think the beauty of having Marian as a mentor is she taught me how to navigate conversations and hear what is being said when there are no words spoken, particularly in tech. I mean, she was built for it, and you can see it. I'm like, this woman she is that girl, right? She's the most powerful, smallest woman I've ever met.
Monique, she's wonderful. People often describe me as being very calm and caring, and I try to portray that in my mentorship of people because that's what I've received.
Culture is the single most important thing for any organization. What I see a lot in Marian's work is actually serving as a great model for that. One important aspect of her leadership role is actually empower and steer her leaders, when to empower them and when to actually provide more guidance. By doing this kind of guidance, that's how you build also the next generation of leaders.
Marian has been a big influence on my career and my life, helping to kind of steer my path. Specifically at Google, I'm grounded in Marian's philosophy is like, if I focus on doing the right thing, leave things better than when you got there, you will be successful. And I strongly believe that.
I don't think everybody has a Marian, and we get to be selfish about the fact that we do have her. Her personality will resonate in the products that we are making. She's doing work for her grandchildren. I'm doing work for mine as well. The history books will tell the story.
I want the next generation to inherit from the work that I've done, just the belief that they can do it as well. Maybe at some point soon I'll be satisfied, but maybe I won't. There's this thought in my mind that I'm still 7 years old. I think it's important that we bring out that child in people so that they can use their imaginations and try to see a future of possibilities.